After the Brexit referendum, England had time to reposition its place in the world. And what was the result? A feeling of peculiarity that is increasingly damaging the UK. Even Buckingham Palace doesn't think it's a good idea to spend £200 million on a new Britannia in the middle of a pandemic. But Boris Johnson is unimpressed. He wants to have a royal yacht built to show everyone that the United Kingdom is back on the world stage. If the Prime Minister has his way, the flagship should reflect the emerging status of Great Britain as a large, independent maritime trading nation. So, while the royals have understood that this pomp is no longer up to date, Johnson continues to operate what makes Brexit to a large extent symbolic politics. After the referendum in 2016, the country now had 5 years to relocate its place in the world, and the result is called Global Britain. It's a term that Johnson's predecessor Theresa May used. To this day, it's an attempt to put a country's self-image into a slogan. The focus is on the belief in British, or rather English, exceptionalism. The rest of the country can't do much with it. That this is the case was already shown in the referendum when the majority in Scotland and Northern Ireland voted against Brexit. Since then, the rifts with England have become even deeper. Scots, Northern Irish and increasingly also Welsh are increasingly reflecting on their own identity. And this in turn feeds on the demarcation from the English. Put simply, English exceptionalism is based on a rather reactionary attitude of mind in which England has a special role in the world. This wanting to be different results from the fact that the country was able to produce a global empire. That was a long time ago, but when Johnson speaks today of his vision of a global Britain, that is to unfold free from the shackles of the EU, he is reminiscent of the pillar of British, but above all English identity. The fact that this empire also stands for exploitation and oppression is rather little anchored in historical consciousness, at least among those who consider Johnson to be an excellent prime minister. Global Britain sounds like a new departure for many Tories and their electorate. In truth, the term describes a form of English nostalgia. This is still very popular with Johnson's followers. The Prime Minister prophesies a sovereign state in a globalized world and ignores the fact that the importance of the country has shrunk enormously compared to the times of the Empire. Even Brexit, the alleged remedy for this loss of importance, does nothing to change that. On the contrary, if Johnson continues his England-centered policy, the foundations of the United Kingdom will continue to crumble. So far, it's not clear that he would endeavour to approach Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales. The Prime Minister shows no interest in taming the centrifugal forces of his Brexit. He hopes the UK vaccination campaign will show what the union of the four countries is worth. But as successful as it was, it will not make it. Nor will a new Britannia be able to mend what Johnson has destroyed. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.